I think being a solicitor involves a lot more client-based early preparation work than being a barrister. As a barrister, you tend to pick the case up very last minute, on the day of trial perhaps, or sort of towards the end of proceedings as such. I always say to bar students, because the common answer is, I don't want to be a solicitor because all they do is paperwork.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I swear that's not true.
No.
I mean, you do paperwork, you build the case,
yeah.
But there's paperwork as a barrister too, so we will write opinions for solicitors to, you still have to do the legal research, you still have to do elements of written work and paperwork as a barrister as well. It's just that you don't build the case from scratch. That's the solicitor's job, and that's where it differs. But I think it's important to note that a solicitor can also get advocacy rights and things like that.
I think the biggest misconception is that even though the solicitor and barrister role is so different, that the paths never cross, but actually there's so much work that we have to do together in one client's case that I think people forget that it's very important to build relationships with barristers as a solicitor and vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. Without the solicitors, barristers don't have any income coming in.
Yeah.
The bulk of the work comes from solicitors giving us the work and building relationships with instructing solicitors. To be a barrister, you must have completed an LLB or a qualifying law degree, so that can comprise of an MA Law Conversion course or a PGDL course. And then after that, you must complete the bar practice course, as it's now known, or bar training course. It has various different names depending on providers. Either way, you have to have done the 7 core areas of law in the United Kingdom and Wales, and then go on to complete the bar practice course. When you finish the course and you've been called, you're an unregistered barrister.
Right.
And then once you've completed pupillage, you are a registered barrister.
Okay.
And it's really important not to hold yourself out at the bar to any more than being unregistered if you've not done pupillage yet, because you've not got that license and that practice certificate. So when people always say, what's pupillage?
Yeah.
In essence, it converts you in from an unregistered barrister to a registered practitioner.
You would have to do a law degree, a qualifying one, or if you want to do a non-law degree, you can do a conversion course after that. Following that, you'd have to complete either the LPC if you're still eligible for it, and if not, you would do the SQE, and you would do your training contract, and then you are a qualified solicitor. For those that have completed the LPC, they would need a training contract. You would apply through a firm's website. It's essentially their graduate recruitment website. Alternatively though, for those kind of completing the SQE, they would need 2 years of qualifying work experience. You can work in a law firm, so that's essentially a group of solicitors kind of working in an office as you would see kind of in TV shows or stereotypically any kind of job. You could also, as a solicitor, work in an in-house legal department, so for a company that has their own legal counsel, you could be part of that.
You pay rent to Chambers as a barrister, so once you're through your first 6 months on pupillage, you will start earning your own income, not an award paid for you by your pupillage award. You will be given guaranteed earnings, but you will earn above that hopefully, and out of that comes your payments to Chambers to have basically your name and a seat in Chambers. So yeah, we practice out of a Chambers rather than a firm. The firm will pay you a salary, if I'm right. Well, as a barrister, we don't get a salary. We are self-employed. Well, majority of the profession. Salary is a unique thing at the bar.
I think that's one of the most common questions I've ever gotten is the salary and who gets paid more and how do you get paid. And being in the law industry, you have to start working in an area that you like. And then
broadening it much later. You can build your practice much later, which will help the income come in.
Once you kind of get into your law industry, I say that it's always possible to build up your salary. Being in law, it's obviously a very high status job, a lawyer. You can't beat around the bush about it. So you will get that salary that you're looking for. It just might take some time.